Welcome to Table Talk, a Q.A.C. team podcast. A roundtable discussion covering today's hot topics while offering sound solutions to help you increase productivity and drive success in your business. And now here are your hosts, Charles and Juan. So, Chuck, we are here to do Table Talk, our first episode.
Yes,
Now,
Table Talk, episode 1. How you feeling about this?
I'm good. I'm excited. I'm a little confused because normally we have the business owners come on your podcast and talk about their business. But here recently, you mentioned that you received some replies via email. Tell me more about that.
Yeah, usually when I send an email and we reply back, we usually do a live recording. And that's usually how the podcasts work. But I got a couple of emails from some business owners who for whatever reason, don't want to come on air, maybe?
Okay.
Your thoughts?
I think it was a missed opportunity
Possibly. I agree.
to showcase their business to our audience. But let's talk about who was it that sent you an email response?
Robert Bryant.
And who is he?
Robert Bryant is the owner of Home of the Real Philly. Let's see, he has a couple of businesses, right? Yeah, the Home of the Real Philly, the Stakeout, Hooker's Seafood Joint, and Big Buns Burgers and Chicken.
Okay, that's a mouthful.
It's a lot. I would love to really speak to him in detail about these businesses. I think it's a lost opportunity, as you mentioned. Thoughts?
I kind of agree because I'd like to hear the business and his voice.
I'm with you.
All right, so Chuck, normally you send a questionnaire to the business owner, is that correct?
Yeah, via email or social media, Facebook or Instagram, one of the three, or all three.
Okay, and the first question, we already covered that. Tell us about who you are and what you do. And the second question that you sent over to Robert was, why did you decide to become a business owner?
Robert's response: my reasoning for becoming a business owner was to pursue financial freedom for his family and to create a platform to help others around him to achieve the same.
Okay, so you've heard that before.
Several.
Okay, tell me more.
Yeah.
All right, so that loud noise that we just heard in the background is one of the perils of doing a live recording, late breaking, live from a local restaurant here in Baltimore.
Real time.
Real time, absolutely.
Sir.
So let's talk about question number 3, Chuck, because question number 3, you asked Robert, why did you choose this industry? And his response was, after 2 to 3 previous business ventures, I chose this industry because of the overall demand. And I like the comment he inserted here. We humans have to eat.
Love it. Food hits the stomach.
Food hits the stomach. And he goes on to say, and for the instant gratification of seeing how my food touches the soul when consumers taste my creations.
Oh my, I think we can hit on this one pretty hard. What do you think?
Go.
Man, that touches one on what we do, doesn't it?
What do we do?
Mystery shopping. Ooh. Think about this. People love to eat, correct?
Correct. They
As
love
he
to eat.
says.
He says that people love to eat.
And we say, do people like to eat for free?
Okay.
Ooh.
How does that eat for free work?
Yeah, because we send them in undercover to look for things.
Undercover, like Jason Bourne undercover?
Absolutely.
Undercover?
Undercover.
All right, tell me more.
Yeah. What we look for: cleanliness,
Timeliness?
timeliness, food quality.
Okay.
You know.
And the level of service.
And the level of service, which is very important. Absolutely.
Hey listeners, Q.A.C. team here. We interrupt this podcast to offer business owners an opportunity to take advantage of our free business analysis. We will visit your location to assess food quality, timing, customer service, and cleanliness. From the web, visit QACteam.com and click on Free Analysis and Consultation at the top of the page. While you are there, to sponsor a podcast or be featured, click on Feature Me. For mobile users, select from the menu options. We look forward to helping your business grow.
Okay. It's a buzzer.
It's a buzzer. More live recording.
That was perfect timing.
Perfect.
All right, so now we go on to question number 4. What are some challenges you face? And Robert's response? Some challenges I faced were the lack of knowledge when it comes to financial literacy. Things like banking, loans, sourcing, funding, and also finding staff that share your vision and strive to help you grow. And then he says, lastly, the connections and resources to take the vision to the next level, such as franchising.
Okay, but there's something in this sentence that, in this response that kind of drew my attention is also finding staff that shares your vision.
Yeah, that's been a challenge for a lot of people. And it's in 2022. It's going into 2023 as well.
Okay, how so? What kind of challenges are we talking about here?
Yeah, so I think one of the biggest ones is finding good people. That has, it ties to, I'm going to say, what your restaurant is about or your business is about, especially with your training program. If you're not training properly, not rewarding your employees properly, it can be hard to find those good people.
So we recently did a blog post regarding the journey of COVID from 2020 to 2021, 2022, and a forward look into 2023, didn't we?
Yes, Juan, that was a great write-up you did. Please give us a real quick, short phrase in Juan's voice.
Let's break this down because our listeners need to hear this.
Yes.
In 2020, I would say that your customers, they got it. It's COVID. We get it. We understand the closures. In 2021, they understood. Hey, COVID is still happening. We understand there's challenges. We understand there's staffing. Our heart goes out to you. In 2022, they tolerated you. They now have vaccines. People are starting to come out. Mask mandates are being removed. Social distancing is no longer applicable. And now your customers are saying, why am I still dealing with this? And now, as we look forward into 2023, your customers are saying, get it together. Because if you don't, we are going to make that decision of yes, no, you got to go, and we're going to go to your competitors.
Yeah, I think that's a big point for 23, as you mentioned, and you hit so strongly on, is definitely about, the competition out there. If you're not taking care of your employees to give a great experience for your customers, they're going to go elsewhere. Bottom line.
Absolutely. And how do we prevent them from going elsewhere, Chuck?
Coaching, mentoring, training, all tied to mystery shopping. It all fits together.
So what I'm hearing you say is that mystery shopping is that fly on the wall?
I think we've had that written somewhere before.
It's somewhere on the website, I think.
Yeah, I think. Maybe our listeners have to go dig to the website to find that. QACteam.com.
I like it. All right, Chuck, the final question that you sent Robert has something to do with the pandemic. How has the pandemic changed your business model? Now, his response was rather lengthy, but I'm going to try to sum it up and break it up into a very simple statement. He basically is talking about a business model that is more technology-centric, credit card-based, online ordering-based. And my question to you, Chuck, is how do customers feel about that model?
Well, personally, I think that during COVID, it was perfect. I think it had its purpose. It served its purpose. You needed it. People needed food at home. They wanted fast food. They wanted restaurant food. The delivery services were perfect for that. But going forward now, here we are in 23 to where we're open back up. Things are somewhat back to normal. I feel that all of this technology is trying to mask up the bigger issue of trying to find good employees.
Mask. What do you mean by mask?
Yeah, so if you think about it this way, if you can't find good people, you're having struggles with short staff, you're using technology to cover up, to help you manage that short staff.
Did we just not recently experience that at a bagel location here in Baltimore, where we went there and it was supposed to be a sit-down location.
No tables?
No tables. All the tables have been removed, and it was online ordering, pickup app.
And weren't we confused about the number of lines inside where people were standing?
We were.
And were we supposed to choose a line, or what was up with that?
So what did we end up doing, Chuck?
We went to a competitor.
We went to a competitor.
We went to...
No names.
Oh.
No names. No names.
Oh.
All right. So as we begin to close this podcast, we want to extend an invitation to Robert to come on the podcast and tell us about his business in his own voice. Robert, we want to hear from you. We want to hear about Stakeout, Hooker's Seafood Joint, Big Buns Burgers and Chickens in your voice. And we invite our listeners to go to QACteam.com and click on the free business analysis or feature me.
Yeah, Robert, really, you guys should take advantage of this free analysis. I mean, you have nothing to lose. We are experienced at this. We have a lot of experience doing this. I'm 25 years customer service. Juan is 35 coaching training.
They were building the pyramids when I started in customer service.
So we have the knowledge, and we have the technology too. And I think it would be a great thing to hear it from Robert. To give us some more detail of his thoughts, especially the question number 5. We would love to know what is he doing about being short-staffed. I mean, how are you doing in 23 now, right? I mean,
right. In 2023, where people are making that decision of yes, no, you got to go.
Yeah. So,
well, Chuck,
okay,
that's a wrap. Our very first table talk.
First table talk, episode 1. It's been fun, Juan.
Complete with bangs and buzzers and loud noise and music and editing and all of that. But with that said,
and people,
we're going to thank our listeners for listening this evening.
Appreciate you, listeners. Thank you so much. Good night.
You've been listening to Table Talk. Today, we took you out of the kitchen into the restaurant table for a live, unscripted, and free-flowing discussion. To suggest future topics, visit us at QACteam.com or on Facebook and Instagram at QAC.team. Thanks for listening.